In a peaceful village tucked between rolling hills and vibrant fields, there lived a young girl named Anna. Her home was a small, cozy cottage made of wood and stone, where the scent of pine trees and fresh soil filled the air. Anna lived with her grandfather, a kind old man with a weathered face and wise eyes who had cared for her since she was very small. Her parents had passed away when she was just a baby, and her grandfather had taken her in with open arms, raising her with love and kindness. Every morning as the first rays of sunlight kissed the earth, Anna would wake up to the chirping of birds and the soft rustling of leaves. She would stretch and walk barefoot to the kitchen, where her grandfather would already be tending to the stove. His gentle hands, though aged, moved with practiced ease as he prepared their breakfast. Warm oatmeal with honey and fresh fruit from their garden. "Good morning, Anna," he would say, his voice always warm and full of affection. "I hope you slept well?" Anna smiled, her eyes sparkling. "Good morning, Grandpa. I had a dream about the big oak tree in the meadow again." Her grandfather chuckled softly. "Ah, that tree. I think it has its own stories to tell." After breakfast, they would get to work. There was always something to do in the countryside, and Anna loved every moment of it. The house and garden needed care, and the animals always required attention. Together, they would tend to the chickens, collect eggs, and make sure the garden was flourishing with vegetables and flowers. Grandpa would teach Anna how to plant seeds and how to tell when the beans were ready to pick or when the tomatoes needed more sunlight. In the afternoons, Anna would help with more household tasks. She loved sweeping the wooden floors of the cottage, dusting the old furniture that had been passed down for generations, and knitting warm scarves to hang by the fire. There was something magical about the way her grandfather told stories while they worked. Tales of their ancestors, of the times before electricity, when the world was quieter, and people took time to listen to the whispers of nature. "Anna," her grandfather would often say, "there is wisdom in the land. If you listen closely, you can hear it. The wind, the trees, even the stones. They have their own stories. One day you'll understand." One of Anna's favorite tasks was helping to prepare dinner. Her grandfather had a secret recipe for vegetable stew that he had perfected over the years. Together, they would chop carrots, onions, and potatoes from their garden and slow cook them with herbs and spices. The kitchen would be filled with the warm, comforting scent of food, and Anna could already feel her stomach growling in anticipation. While they cooked, her grandfather would sit by the fire and play his violin, the sweet notes drifting through the house. Anna loved to listen to the melodies, which always seemed to tell a story of their own. It was as though the music and the cooking were intertwined, creating a rhythm that made everything feel just right. At night, when the sky turned dark and the stars began to twinkle like diamonds, Anna would sit on the porch with her grandfather, gazing up at the sky. The world around them would grow quiet, and the only sounds would be the soft rustling of the trees and the distant hoot of an owl. "Do you think the stars have stories too?" Anna would ask. Her grandfather would smile, his face softening with the years of knowledge he had gained. "Yes, I believe they do. And one day, you will have your own stories to tell." And so Anna's days in the countryside were filled with love, hard work, and stories passed down from generation to generation.